Grand rising to everyone. I'm recording this video right after my meditation. It's July 9th, and of course, this is post peak Sirius rising on the 7/7. Now, a very strange thing happened. We had a beautiful session on the 7/7 with a mentee. There were about 47 of us gathered, and we sat for about an hour and a half talking, meditating, and so on. And, you know, the hours after, we felt, all of us agreed that we felt invigorated. But this morning, I woke up at about 3:33 a.m. exactly, and I just rolled out of bed and sat in very deep meditation. It felt as if I was integrating and consolidating all of what we did on the 7/7. And so I felt it was necessary to come on and share with you guys that each person's experience of the Sirius rising is going to be slightly different because we were born, all of us are astrologically different. So perhaps I experienced my peak this morning, and I want to encourage you. The Sirius portal is still open, and you should consider doing your own serious meditation whenever it feels right to you. What I do know is that Sirius is the system associated with our ancestors. Someone said to me the other day, "Oh, this is all New Age." I'm like, no, 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 no. Before New Age, the Dogons, the Kemets, the Sudanese, all of those cultures in Africa were connected to the Sirius star system. Of course, there's lots of distortions as to what we should do, how we should operate, what it means. But my understanding is that that's where ancestors reside. So when we call upon the ancestors, that's where they are. I was also told, so I'm not one of those psychic people. I don't tap into the Akashic record in the typical way that other people do. So I can't come back and tell you, oh, this is what the Akashic record told me. Some of what I do share with you is what I have gathered over the years. So don't quote me on it. But what I gathered is that the light from Sirius is not diamond white or golden. You know, the golden light is from our sun, the diamond white light is from other systems. The light from Sirius is supposed to be like an electric blue color, similar to the colors that I have on this morning. And so we visualize this electric blue light. But if you think about it, the blue is associated with the throat chakra. I've been told by several persons that when I speak, they see this blue light at my throat. And I realize that all of it is connected. And what happened with this Sirius rising was that the melanated people, their throat chakras were activated. What does that mean? It means that that blue light was integrated into us and that we have essentially taken on that Sirius energy, and we are activated to speak with greater power. It means that we, the ones who are conscious and of this whole Sirius system, and the activation that just took place, we are now gifted with the spiritual authority to speak into being what we want to see in this world. We want to see heaven on earth, so we should speak it, right? We cannot underestimate for a minute that we do not have the authority to speak. So if you are given this authority, you must use it responsibly. And that means we should meditate, we should connect deeply with our inner self, with the God within, and be guided by this connection. We now have the ability to speak healing into humanity. We have the ability to speak healing into Mother Earth. We have the ability to ensure that all of the disasters that are happening, even though they happen with the least impact on human life. I no longer sit and pray for things not to happen, because I am now recognizing that for things to change, some things have to break down to be built back. And you can hear the roosters, which are also throat chakra animal spirits, responding because it's early morning. So when we affirm, let us affirm safety and protection for humanity. Let us affirm protection for our family, health and strength and discernment and wisdom for our people, for our leaders. Affirm it for yourselves as well, because if you are listening to this video, chances are you are one of the new earth leaders. You need to step strongly and boldly into that role. I'm speaking it into you right now. I feel as if I've been given the spiritual authority to speak what I'm speaking now. And what I'm saying to you who are listening to this video is that you have the spiritual authority now to speak into being the reality that you want at the personal level and also at the collective level. So this is what the message of the Sirius integration is for me to share with you this morning. We have to be aware of what we feed our bodies, because what we feed our bodies invariably impacts how our organs function and how our energy field functions. We have to keep meditating. We have to keep moving, connecting to earth. Okay, if you live in an apartment complex and you need to get out into nature to connect to earth, do it. It's important that we cultivate our energy field, where the crystals, to connect with the earth, connect with the grounding energy of the crystals. Eat your greens and your fruits, the electric foods, to stabilize your body, to make your body more alkaline and electric. Connect with the earth to get more magnetic, so you strengthen your electromagnetic field. If you guys have been watching the Schumann's resonance, you realize that it is doing a lot. The Schumann's resonance is a reflection of Earth's electromagnetic field. It's fluctuating a lot, which means that we are also fluctuating a lot. So meditate, meditate, meditate. Choose what you are listening to at this time. Choose wisely. I would recommend that you listen to music that you like. Dance if you can. Listen to some of the frequencies that you trust, because remember, there's a lot of distortion out there. Even the date that they've given us for Sirius rising, I question even that. Um, Mainly because of how I felt this morning. I felt more aligned to Sirius this morning than on Monday morning, right? So we have to even pay attention to that. Pay attention to what social media is telling you, right? We're guided by it because we've been trained to be guided by it. Yeah? But pay attention to what you are feeling in the moment. Respect it, honor it, and do what you feel needs to be done to keep connected to divine source as much as possible in the coming days, weeks, months. All of the unusual weather is going to continue. Do not be alarmed. A lot of it is being fabricated by the weather manipulating devices and technology, and some of it is natural. Try to discern which is which, right? We see a lot of flooding in China, a lot of flooding in India, a lot of flooding in North America, right? I don't think it's natural for waters to go from 1 feet to 30 feet in 30 minutes. Okay, so watch the news cycle, but don't get too wrapped up into it. Keep on praying and affirming for the safety of humanity, but understand that if we do lose lives, those lives will be returning to the planet at a higher vibration. So respect the cycle of life and death. Understand the cycle of life and death and how it's working right now to bring the earth back into equilibrium. Okay? I will be doing the next portal meditation on Monday, the 14th of July. And remember, I am not working with the Gregorian calendar. So even though I spoke about the 7/7, it's because I know everybody can relate to the 7/7. But on the IGBO calendar, we are working with the 5/5 portal on Monday, the 14th of July. 5/5 portal is a portal of change. And I don't know, if you can't see it, I don't know what to tell you. There is a lot of change right now. Accept the change, embrace the change. Do not be afraid of the change, because the change is what is going to bring in the new earth. Continue to listen to your spirit with respect to where you should be at this time. If you feel compelled to move, move. If you feel compelled to travel, travel. I personally will not be getting into a plane for now. But if you feel compelled to travel, do it. It may be the thing that saves your life, because we don't know where the next disaster will strike. And when I say disaster, I mean natural disaster. You will be guided by your own spirit. Some of you are meant to stay where you are to anchor in certain energies to be able to save the location that you are from disaster. Please, please know that you are that important. Nobody has to give you that status for you to have it. Some of you are there to hold a high frequency to protect the location that you are in. So continue to play your role. Continue to pray, continue to affirm, continue to meditate, continue to share your light. So that's the end of this morning's message. And I encourage you to join us on Monday for the 5/5 portal meditation based on the Igbo calendar. Tomorrow, Thursday, is also the full moon. So this period has been not just the Sirius rising activation, but the full moon activation. So it's like a triple activation because Uranus moved into Gemini. So we are being activated by all those cosmic changes, as well as the solar flares, which started back yesterday, and the Schumann's resonance. And of course, there's a lot of tectonic activity. We see in Japan, and we see also in the Mediterranean, the water temperatures there are very high. So there is a lot of strange phenomena happening on the planet. So when you affirm in your prayers and in your affirmations, affirm that the energy of the Sirius portal pushes back on some of the man-made phenomena that is being promulgated on the planet at this time. Affirm that the energies of us meditating is pushing back on these threats, these man-made threats to humanity. And guess what? No matter what happens, even if there's destruction of small portions of the earth, there will never be complete and total destruction of this planet. There will never. So never get wrapped up into this doom and gloom situation. And now we're at the end of this morning's transmission. Signing out. I will see you on Monday morning at 5 a.m. Jamaica time, 6 a.m. EST. See you soon.